Welcome back to our channel. Today's topic is not about money. It is about thinking. Because before people become billionaires, they change their brain. Many people work hard. Many people dream big. But only a few people think differently. That difference is the billionaire's brain secret. Billionaires do not win because they are lucky. They win because they train their mind in a different way. They see problems as opportunities. They see time as the most valuable asset. They see failure as a lesson, not an end. Most people think about comfort. Billionaires think about growth. Most people avoid pain. Billionaires use pain to become stronger. If you want more money, you must first upgrade your thinking. If you want success, you must first reprogram your brain. Stay with us. Today, we will learn how billionaires think, how they make decisions, and how we can train our mind the same way. This is not magic. This is mindset. This is the billionaire's brain secret. Part 1. Billionaires think differently from the very beginning. Before billionaires become rich, their thinking changes first. They do not wait for money to change their mindset. They change their mindset to create money. Most people think like this. How can I earn today? How can I feel safe? How can I avoid risk? But billionaires think differently. They ask, how can I grow long term? How can I create value? How can I solve a big problem? This is the first brain secret. 1. Billionaires think long term, not short term. Most people want quick results, quick money, quick success, quick comfort. Billionaires train their brain to think years ahead, not days. They are ready to wait. They are ready to sacrifice comfort today for freedom tomorrow. While others ask, what will I get this month? Billionaires ask, what will this decision give me in 5 or 10 years? This patience gives them power. 2. Billionaires focus on growth, not security. Most people want safety. A fixed routine, a fixed salary, a fixed life. Billionaires understand one truth. Security can disappear, but skills and mindsets stay forever. So they invest in learning. Skills, experience, problem solving. They train their brain to grow, not to hide. They are not fearless. They just act despite fear. 3. Billionaires see problems as opportunities. When problems come, most people complain. They say, life is unfair. This is too hard. Why me? Billionaires think differently. They say, where is the opportunity? What can I learn from this? How can I turn this into advantage? Every big problem in the world creates big money for someone who solves it. That is why billionaires do not run from problems. They move towards them. 4. Billionaires train their brain daily. They do not depend on motivation. They depend on discipline. They read. They think. They reflect. They improve. Every day, they upgrade their brain a little more. They know this truth. Money follows mindset. Results follow thinking. This is why the billionaire's brain secret is not money. It is how they think every single day. And the good news is this. A billionaire mindset does not need billions to start. It starts with decisions. Part 2. How billionaires use time. Time is the biggest difference between rich thinking and poor thinking. Everyone has 24 hours in a day, but billionaires use time in a very different way. They understand one deep truth. Money can be earned again. Time can never return. That is the second billionaire's brain secret. 1. Billionaires respect time deeply. Most people waste time without realizing it. They scroll. They complain. They wait. They postpone. Billionaires do not treat time casually. They ask themselves, is this worth my time? Is this helping me grow? Will this matter in the future? If the answer is no, they remove it from their life. They protect their time like a treasure. 2. Billionaires focus on high-value work. Most people stay busy all day but create very little value. Billionaires think differently. They do not ask, how busy am I? They ask, how valuable is this work? They focus on big ideas, big problems, big impact. They avoid small distractions. 1 hour of the right work is more powerful than 10 hours of useless activity. This focus changes everything. 3. Billionaires plan their time, not their excuses. Most people plan excuses. I am tired. I have no time. I will start tomorrow. Billionaires plan actions. They plan their day. They plan their week. They plan their future. They do not wait for motivation. They move with discipline. Even on bad days, they show up. This consistency trains their brain to win. 4. Billionaires invest time before money. Before they invest money, they invest time. They spend time learning. They spend time understanding systems. They spend time mastering skills. They know. Knowledge compounds, skills compound, thinking compounds. Small daily learning creates massive long-term results. 5. Billionaires understand compounding. They understand that small actions done daily create huge results later. One good habit every day. One improvement every day. One smart decision every day. At first, nothing seems to happen. But over time, everything changes. This is how wealth is built. Slow, silent, consistent. 6. Billionaires act early, not late. Most people wait for perfect time, for confidence, for approval. Billionaires act early. They start before they feel ready. They learn while doing. They adjust on the way. They understand. Late action costs more. Early action creates advantage. Part 3. How billionaires think about money. Most people think money is the goal. Billionaires think money is a tool. This is one of the biggest brain secrets. Money is not the destination. Money is the result of correct thinking. 1. Billionaires do not chase money. They chase value. Most people ask, how can I make money? Billionaires ask, how can I create value? Value means solving problems, helping people, making life easier, improving systems. When value increases, money follows naturally. They know this rule very well. Money follows value. It never comes first. 2. Billionaires think in systems, not salaries. Most people think like this. Monthly income, fixed salary, limited growth. Billionaires think differently. They think about systems, businesses, assets, ownership. A salary depends on time. A system works even when we sleep. That is why billionaires build systems. They want freedom from time. 3. Billionaires see money as energy, not emotion. Most people have emotions around money: fear, stress, greed, anxiety. Billionaires remove emotion from money. They see money as numbers, decisions, strategy. They do not panic when money goes down. They do not get overexcited when money goes up. They stay calm. Calm decisions create better results. 4. Billionaires are comfortable with delayed rewards. Most people want money now. They want fast profit. They want quick success. They want easy comfort. Billionaires train their brain to wait. They are ready to work today and get paid years later. They understand compounding. Small, smart decisions grow. Time multiplies effort. They do not rush. They build. 5. Billionaires invest before they spend. Most people earn money and then spend it first. Billionaires do the opposite. They invest first, in knowledge, in skills, in assets. Then they spend what remains. They use money to create more money, not just comfort. 6. Billionaires are not afraid of losing money. Most people fear losing money. This fear stops them from growing. Billionaires understand. Loss is a lesson. Mistakes are teachers. They protect themselves with learning, not fear. 7. Billionaires think abundance, not scarcity. Most people think there is not enough. Someone else will win. I cannot do it. Billionaires think abundance. They believe opportunities are everywhere. Problems create money. Growth is unlimited. This belief changes their actions. Money does not come from luck. Money comes from thinking. If we change how we see money, money will change how it comes to us. The billionaire's brain secret is not money itself. It is the relationship with money. Part 4. How billionaires handle failure. Failure is where most people stop. But for billionaires, failure is where learning starts. This is a very powerful brain secret. 1. Billionaires do not fear failure. Most people fear failure more than anything. They fear losing money, losing respect, looking foolish. Because of this fear, they never start. Billionaires think differently. They understand one truth. If we avoid failure, we also avoid growth. Failure is not the enemy. Fear of failure is the enemy. Billionaires accept failure as part of the journey. 2. Billionaires separate failure from identity. Most people say, I failed, so I am a failure. I lost money, so I am useless. Billionaires never think like this. They separate the event from the person. Failure is something that happened. It is not who we are. This thinking protects confidence. Confidence stays strong even after mistakes. 3. Billionaires ask better questions after failure. When most people fail, they ask, why is life unfair? Why does this happen to me? Billionaires ask, what did I learn? What went wrong? How can I improve next time? These questions turn pain into progress. They do not waste failure. They use it. 4. Billionaires fail fast and learn fast. Most people hide from mistakes. They delay action. Billionaires act quickly. They test ideas early. They accept small failures now to avoid big failures later. Failing early saves time. Failing early saves money. Failing early builds wisdom. 5. Billionaires see failure as feedback. Failure is feedback. It shows what works, what does not work. Billionaires treat failure like a teacher. Every mistake improves the system. Instead of saying, this is the end, they say, this is information. 6. Billionaires stay calm during failure. Most people panic when they fail. Panic creates bad decisions. Billionaires train their brain to stay calm. 7. Billionaires become stronger after failure. Failure makes them tougher, smarter, more prepared. They do not break, they adapt. Every failure adds one layer of strength. Failure does not stop billionaires. It shapes them. They do not run from mistakes. They learn from them. If we change how we see failure, failure will stop controlling us. The billionaire's brain secret is simple. Fail. Learn. Improve. Continue. Part 5. How billionaires control their emotions. Emotions decide more lives than intelligence. Many smart people fail not because they lack knowledge, but because they cannot control emotions. Billionaires understand this very early. They know one powerful truth. If emotions control us, we lose control of our decisions. That is why emotional control is a big billionaire brain secret. 1. Billionaires do not make decisions in emotion. Most people decide when they are angry, excited, afraid, frustrated. These emotions create bad decisions. Billionaires train their brain to pause. They do not react immediately. They slow down. They ask, is this emotion temporary? Will this decision help me long term? This pause saves them from many mistakes. 2. Billionaires stay calm under pressure. Pressure breaks most people. Deadlines, losses, criticism, uncertainty make people panic. Billionaires stay calm, not because they feel nothing, but because they control what they feel. They understand. Panic destroys thinking. Calm creates solutions. When the situation is difficult, they become quieter, not louder. Calm minds see options that emotional minds cannot see. 3. Billionaires do not let ego control them. Ego is dangerous. Ego wants to prove, to show off, to win arguments, to look right. Billionaires keep ego low and learning high. They are not afraid to say, I was wrong, I need to learn, I made a mistake. Ego blocks growth. Humility opens doors. That is why billionaires listen more than they speak. 4. Billionaires are emotionally detached from outcomes. Most people attach emotions to results. If they win, they feel high. If they lose, they feel broken. Billionaires stay balanced. They focus on process, systems, consistency. Results are feedback, not identity. This emotional balance protects mental strength. 5. Billionaires control fear instead of avoiding it. Fear never disappears. Billionaires do not wait for fear to go away. They move with fear. They ask, what is the real risk? What is the worst case? Can I recover if I fail? Fear becomes information, not a stop sign. Fear managed properly creates courage. 6. Billionaires protect their mental energy. They are careful about who they listen to, what they consume, where they spend attention. They avoid constant negativity, drama, useless arguments. Mental energy is limited. They spend it wisely. 7. Billionaires practice emotional discipline daily. Emotional control is not talent. It is training. Daily habits like reflection, silence, reading, thinking, strengthen emotional muscles. Just like the body, the brain becomes stronger with practice. Money follows decisions. Decisions follow emotions. If we control emotions, we control our future. The billionaire's brain secret is not being emotionless. It is being emotionally disciplined. Part 6. How billionaires think about people and networks. Billionaires understand one powerful truth very early. Success is never built alone. Talent is important. Hard work is important. But people multiply everything. This is a very important billionaire brain secret. 1. Billionaires choose people carefully. Most people spend time with anyone who is available. Billionaires are very careful. They ask themselves, does this person help me grow? Does this person think positively? Does this person respect time and effort? They avoid people who always complain, always blame others, always think small. Not because they hate them, but because mindset spreads, energy spreads, thinking spreads. If we stay with negative minds, our mind becomes negative. 2. Billionaires learn from people smarter than them. Most people feel uncomfortable around people who are smarter. Billionaires feel excited. They do not try to look intelligent. They try to become intelligent. They ask questions. They listen carefully. They stay humble. They understand. Ego blocks learning. Humility attracts knowledge. Being the smartest person in the room is dangerous. Being the learner in the room is powerful. 3. Billionaires build long-term relationships. They do not use people. They build trust. They help first. They give value first. They think long-term. They know trust takes time. Reputation is everything. One strong relationship can change an entire life. That is why they protect their name and their word. 4. Billionaires think in collaboration, not competition. Most people think, I must defeat others. I must be better than everyone. Billionaires think differently. They ask, who can I work with? Who can I learn from? Who can we grow together? Collaboration creates speed. Competition creates stress. Smart partnerships create massive growth. 5. Billionaires are careful with advice. They do not take advice from everyone. They ask, has this person achieved what I want? Do they have experience? Advice from the wrong people creates confusion. They listen to mentors, builders, thinkers, not talkers. 6. Billionaires respect time and boundaries. They respect other people's time. They expect the same respect. They keep conversations meaningful. They avoid gossip. They avoid drama. This discipline builds respect. People respect those who respect themselves. 7. Billionaires invest in relationships like assets. They know relationships compound. Trust compounds. Goodwill compounds. They stay in touch. They add value. They remain consistent. Over time, their network becomes their net worth. Billionaires do not just build businesses, they build people connections. They choose quality over quantity, growth over gossip, learning over ego. The billionaire's brain secret is clear. Right people create the right future. Before we end this video, remember one important truth. Billionaires are not born different. They think different. They train their brain every day. They control emotions. They respect time. They learn from failure. They choose growth over comfort. Money comes later. Mindset comes first. You do not need billions to start thinking like a billionaire. You only need the courage to change your habits, your decisions, and your thinking. Start small. Think long-term. Stay disciplined. Keep learning. If you change the way you think, your life will slowly change with it. If this video helped you understand success better, like the video so more people can learn this mindset. Share it with someone who wants to grow. And subscribe to the channel for more graded reader and motivational lessons. Remember this. Upgrade your brain, and your future will upgrade automatically. We are still learning. We are still growing. And this journey has just begun.